it's the Roadrunners headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the USF Bulls offense will be first on the attack. Luke Promenade. Man, was he locked in last time out. Completed better than 70% and threw for more than 350 yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. Myers on the move. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Right down the middle. Complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Bulls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They feed him again. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Under fire. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the clock stops for an injured player on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Isaac. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Caught! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Fires to the big fella. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
The run inside. It's Henderson. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Roadrunners had this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's McCown. Fires quickly. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They've got it at the 30. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He's could be an alley. Made a defense.
This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out. I did on the opening drive. You're going to earn more touches later, and finally they handed off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after a play fake and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Bulls will punt this one away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Looking to pass. It's McCown. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
At midfield, he's got room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Campbell. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And it's the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
The Roadrunners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Finding some room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Roadrunners are facing 3rd and inches. Sends it back in motion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Bulls use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And it's the Roadrunners. Will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, the Roadrunners!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
13, South Florida, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Finds the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Selden. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And it's a sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Southern Mississippi taking on the Troy Trojans. And it's the Golden Eagles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the Sun Belt. Now to your game inside the Alamo Dome. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the UTSA head coach at halftime, he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. To the air, it's McCown. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Finds the big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the UTSA sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And
here's a little room there. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Trying to keep the drive alive. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense.
There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Might be calling a hot route. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Under fire. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Creates a little room. Picks up the 1st down. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA! That is his third score of the game, and now 14 on the season.
What a day, his third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
South Florida, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the back. Pulls it in, it's Isaac. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Bought a little time, lets it go. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to throw again. Looking left. Makes the catch. It's Odom. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Maybe some room here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulls. The Bulls deliver an answer.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first. He gets it all the way up up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's McCown. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got a little spin, maybe a crease. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. The Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To the ground. He's got it again. Turning it on. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No, no good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. There's a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They 9 yards on the drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Alexis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulls sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Bulls will hustle to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat.
Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bulls use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Peterson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now USC will call its 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It'll be 3rd and long. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Skips away from pressure. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. And the offense just going to spike it here.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the dub.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row.